What's going on, everybody? My name's Lexi, and you are watching The Nerds Table. Cue the intro. So what's going on, everybody? So today what we gonna be doing is reacting to another video. I know like my videos have been off. Life, you know, is kicking me in my bum right now, so bear with me. When everything slows down and everything gets better, you know. So anyways, so today we're gonna be reacting to it's a WrestleMania video. It's 10 feuds that went on forever. I mean forever. So we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get going. Just started. Thank you guys for liking and commenting and subscribing. You guys are the very best. And I don't know what I'll be doing without y'all. So I probably wouldn't be doing nothing because I need you guys. I need you guys. So thank you guys, everybody. Thank everybody. Come here, give me a hug. Come here. Okay. That was awkward. And I feel like you didn't want to hug me. And I'm offended. Let's get this going. Start. Alright guys, we're back. I'm an idiot. We had some technical difficulties because of me. I was being an idiot. I figured it out though. I figured it out. I promise I figured it out. Okay, we're gonna start this.
Face off every time. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 WWE feuds that went on forever. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleMania Shorts, and Randy Orton vs Triple H. When Randy Orton was unceremoniously booted out of Evolution in 2004,
you guys remember that, dog, when they did Randy Orton dirty like that?
WWE
they did Randy Orton dirty.
That fans began to resent seeing the two legends face off. The two would have their primary rivalry between 2004 to 2005,
See,
and then it was
revisited
right in 2007 and 2008. In 2008, fans had assumed that the rivalry had come to a dramatic end, but in 2009, they once again booked the two to face off, and they would collide in the main event of WrestleMania 25. The issue here was that WrestleMania 25 didn't signal the end to their rivalry, as in the summer of 2009, they were once again feuding, main eventing the Bash pay-per-view in the process. The feud should have been legendary Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. One of Sheamus' main rivalries during his world title reign in 2012 was Alberto Del Rio. On paper, the two should have clicked, but WWE refused to end the rivalry at an appropriate time, and WWE booked the match at a number of pay-per-views throughout 2012. The feud went on, and WWE failed to add anything new to the story to generate interest. The feud dominated WWE television, and it certainly alienated a lot of fans and made them question how much WWE truly cared about the world title. This was especially the case while Sheamus and Del Rio were endlessly wrestling
Why were they holding him up like that?
The WWE title was being decided in classic matches between the likes of CM Punk, John Cena, and Daniel Bryan. It was incredibly frustrating as a viewer. Number 8, Sasha Banks vs Charlotte Flair. The matches between was heavily criticized for negatively impacting the credibility of one Sasha Banks. The two began to feud in the summer of 2016, and WWE booked the two to wrestle on virtually every pay-per-view event between SummerSlam and Roadblock End of the Line. WWE would book the feud in an incredibly negative manner, as Banks would win the Women's title on Raw and then drop it to Flair at the pay-per-view. This was the case for every single pay-per-view, and over time, this made fans realize WWE were booking the feud to elevate Flair and Flair alone. What should have been a feud that celebrated women's wrestling instead was a feud which was heavily panned due to WWE's presentation of Banks that some say she seriously struggled to recover from. Number 7, Randy Orton vs Bray Wyatt. The central issue in the somewhat endless feud between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt was a lack of chemistry. The two would feud between 2016 to 17, and this involved a WWE title match at WrestleMania 33 that was barely passable as a TV match, never mind a match at WrestleMania. When the two revisited their rivalry in 2020 and 2021, the feud was full of outlandish moments involving fire and supernatural antics, but the match quality on display was incredibly disappointing. The two collided once again at WrestleMania 37, and the match once again was rather poor. Orton, who prides himself on his in-ring work, has gone on record to admit that he wasn't a fan of the feud with Wyatt, so hopefully they keep a substantial distance between the two for the foreseeable future. Number 6, Baron Corbin
Okay,
versus...
here's my thing. Here's my thing. I love you, WrestleMania. But you say that these feuds have been going on forever. And let me stop. I'm gonna stop.
Roman
I'm gonna
Reigns.
stop. I love you, WrestleMania.
In November of 2019,
Don't hit
Roman
me with
Reigns
a
began a
copyright.
feud with Baron Corbin. And whilst these two are great wrestlers in their own right, their chemistry together left a lot to be desired. WWE would make the feud the main focal point of SmackDown, and unfortunately, this led to fans looking
You
for
keep
the
wiping
remote.
your nose.
WWE implemented horrendously executed comedy into their feud, including segments involving dog food, making it clear that the feud was making Vince McMahon laugh, and that's why it was dragging on forever. Corbin would defeat Reigns in a TLC match at the TLC pay-per-view, making Corbin the last man to date to pin Reigns in a 1v1 match.
Wow.
This should have signaled the end of the feud, but it continued on throughout early 2020, with the matches seemingly getting considerably worse, and the feud getting even more ridiculous. Number 5, Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. One of the feuds that took up a ton of TV time on the road to WrestleMania 27 was the feud between Lawler and Michael Cole. Cole was now a villainous announcer, and he was set to face Lawler at WrestleMania 27 in Lawler's first and only WrestleMania match to date. To say that the fans loathed this feud would be an understatement, but fans
Why?
are willing to accept the feud
Why do we
as
let
long as it
this
ended up
happen?
Mania, and fans were happy to see Stone Cold Steve Austin involved, who acted as the guest referee
Why?
in the match. However, after their awful encounter was over, WWE did the unthinkable. They continued the feud. This came after McMahon had told Cole that his match with Lawler was the worst thing he's ever seen. Booked 2 more pay-per-view matches between the two,
Why are his
including a
pants
Kiss My
off?
Foot match at the Over the Limit pay-per-view.
You had to take your
They
pants
committed
off for
so
that?
much time to this feud, and it will without question go down in history as one of the worst feuds WWE has ever produced. Number 4, Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal.
Randy Orton has a
Jinder
lot
Mahal
of
conquering
ongoing
Randy Orton to win the
feuds.
title in 2017 was a move that stunned the wrestling world. But what followed was a dire feud between Mahal and Orton that negatively hindered the SmackDown product and was featured on a number of pay-per-views.
Look, I like
Orton
Jinder
worked
Mahal. I
extremely
think
hard
Jinder
to try
Mahal
and
is
make Mahal
dope. I
credible,
think that
but
they
the
need to
matches
really
between the
use
two were
Jinder Mahal. He
simply not
built
good.
cool.
The two would even have
You know
a
what I'm
Punjabi
saying?
prison match at the
He got the skills in ring. I like Jinder Mahal. I think y'all need to stop coming for Jinder Mahal. He really be putting in that work, and you can only respect that. Like, to be honest.
Battleground event, which was heavily criticized and was labeled the worst match of 2017. After months of the feud, WWE had to move on. However, WWE fans will always remember that period in 2017 when they tried to present Mahal vs. Orton as one of the biggest things in wrestling. Number 3, Goldberg vs. Triple H. Upon signing with WWE in 2003, it didn't take too long for Goldberg to enter into a feud with world champion Triple H. The two were set to main event SummerSlam in a 1v1 matchup, but due to an injury, the match was changed to an Elimination Chamber. Nevertheless, fans still expected Goldberg to walk out with the title, but WWE decided to have an injured Triple H defeat Goldberg to retain the title.
Why?
But they did attempt to fix their mistake the next month when Goldberg defeated Triple H to win the gold.
Why is the ref
feud went
counting
on
like
and
that?
on for months, and it was clear that WWE had a lack of trust in Goldberg for being the top guy and were adamant on getting the gold back on the game. In a controversial move, the two would main event the 2003 Survivor Series pay-per-view in arguably the worst match on the show. It was a dull slog that didn't warrant a main event spot. The feud was just never ending, and fans wanted WWE to move on as quickly as possible. When the two would face off one final time in a triple threat match involving Kane at the Armageddon pay-per-view, this finally brought the feud to a close, and Triple H was now on top, making Goldberg's world title reign a complete dud. Number 2, Brock Lesnar vs. Roman Reigns. WWE loves to act like the rivalry between Lesnar and Reigns is up there with the most iconic feuds in history. However, that simply isn't the case.
I
The feud
zoomed in
between the
for
two
what,
started
right?
in
Like,
2015,
why,
and the
right?
two would have a well-received main event
I'm
match at
listening,
WrestleMania
guys.
31, which involved Seth Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then in 2018, they would revisit the feud and have the two wrestle in one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history at WrestleMania 34. The backlash was so bad to this match that the crowd turned on both men, and Lesnar was
What
so
was
frustrated
that?
with how the match went that he threw his title belt at Vince McMahon backstage. WWE then decided to continue the feud into 2018, with the two having one more pay-per-view match, including yet another main event match at SummerSlam. Then in 2021, they made plans for the two to feud again,
wrinkles on
this
the back
time
of
with
his
Lesnar
head.
as a face, which made for a much better dynamic. But WWE made the mistake of once again booking the feud to go on for far too long. They'd wrestle at Crown Jewel before seemingly settling their rivalry in the main event of WrestleMania 38. However, in the summer of 2022, WWE once again decided to feature a feud, and the two would main event the
Why?
SummerSlam pay-per-view. And number 1, John Cena vs Randy Orton. John Cena and Randy Orton's rivalry should have been held in high regard, as it was two of the top stars in the company competing for the number 1 spot. However, they made the fatal mistake of thinking that the rivalry needed to last for months on end and needed to be redone time and time again. Their rivalry in 2007 was well executed, and the two should have, in all fairness, ended their
John
feud the
Cena.
following year at WrestleMania 24 in a 1v1 match. But it was in 2009 where the problems began. In 2009, WWE truly became obsessed with this feud, and they would wrestle on 4 separate yet consecutive pay-per-view events, with the two trading the title back and forth. In late 2013, WWE would once again look to book their favorite feud, and the two would wrestle in a number of matches yet again, including a TLC match and a negatively received world title
Why did he
match
have
at
the whole
2014's
turnbuckle?
Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Throughout their decorated careers, both men have wrestled over 20 times, and this doesn't include house show matches. This is truly insane to think about, and WWE without question ruined what could have been an immensely special rivalry between two all-time greats. But there you have it, folks. 10
there's a lot of questions I got. Whole lot of questions. Nope, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. Thank you everybody for liking, subscribing, commenting on all my things. Thank you if you're sharing it. I appreciate you. We gotta grow this channel. We gotta grow this channel, guys. I need your guys' help to do that. So let me know how you feeling about the channel so far. I do want to start making longer videos and different type of longer videos. Just with my work schedule and life, it's kind of hard to do that. But I'll get it to you guys somehow, some way, because you guys are important and I love you guys. So thank you guys for being here. Anyways, so I don't keep being cringy. My name's Lexi, and you've just watched The Nerd's Table.